was voting, how does he know people that he needs to target if it was an anonymous vote?
So that was the question of the day. He currently has a soft whip list that he knows he needs to go after. He has encouraged everyone who voted against him to approach him and work through the issues that they have. But I will tell you, there were people in the room who wanted a roll call. I, for one, certainly supported a roll call because I think it's unfair for someone to spend their weekend calling people in hopes that, hey, you may be against me, you may be for me, I'm not quite sure. That's just time we don't have. So against a lot of people in the room who wanted a roll call to know where people were at, that was actually something that the speaker
do you think over the weekend, you guys going back over the weekend, that'll allow the grassroots to talk to members to whip them more, to move them more towards Mr. Jordan?
Absolutely. I think certainly we are going to have a situation where people from around the country are getting involved. You're going to have people calling their members of Congress, encouraging them to support Jim Jordan, because at the end of the day, Jim Jordan is the grassroots candidate. He is someone who really resonates with the base of the Republican Party, and they have been calling for him to be their representative as speaker. So I think that you will definitely see a flood of calls over the weekend, mailboxes getting full, and then come Monday, it will definitely be a wave on the Capitol switchboard.
Was it Jordan who said that he didn't want the roll call vote?
Jim did, he declined a roll call, yes.
Do you think those 50 some odd people who voted against him are going? You said he encouraged them to approach him if they are not supporting him. How confident are you that all of those people are going to actually go up to Jordan?
That's a question for them. I mean, I think by and large, everyone in the conference wants to get back to work. And so I think there's a responsibility for people who have objections to work with the speaker designee to overcome those objections. I know, as I have said repeatedly, I think that we have to address the fundamentally broken elements of the conference. And so I'm going to be working with the speaker designee and his team to hash out plans that will handle those elements, addressing the lack of transparency, the lack of communication, the lack of a strategy, and the lack of trust. When we get through those elements, that's when people can really feel confident.
What does it say that Mr. Jordan, he got 81 votes against him last time, Austin Scott, just barely announced this morning, and then he got 55 votes against him just now? What does it say?
Well, I mean, it just says, again, that there's some broken trust issues within the conference, and we have some work to do. But I have full confidence that Speaker Designee Jordan will.
Given how divided the conference is right now, how concerned are you about...
Say that again?
Given how divided the conference is right now, how concerned are you about the House's ability to pass appropriation bills, pass support for Israel, all the work it needs to do?
I mean, it's a massive... Sorry, excuse me. I think that that's a massive concern that all of us share. And I think that's the added pressure that we're all, very aware of and cognizant of, is that 11 legislative days left, and without an adjustment in the calendar, which of course the majority leader has to make that adjustment and notify members, until we get that breathing room, we're going to be up against it. So I think that there's really a sense within the Congress that with everything happening with Israel, with everything happening on this government shutdown cliff that we're headed towards, people are getting a little bit antsy, and so there's that sense we need to come together.